Welcome to the Insights Festival show, everyone. As part of our 3-day programming for the Insights Festival, last year we introduced the concept of the Insights Festival show, a small show to accompany the main program to tell you all about the highlights that are coming up, as well as some of the cool things that you might have missed. Remember that you can still sign up to participate in the Insights Festival show, as well as the Insights Festival. It is a free event, and you can sign up for it on esomar.org. And there you can register and make sure you get also access to all of the on-demand content that's available. But to introduce what's going to be happening for this edition of the Insights Festival, I couldn't think of anyone better than our Director General, Finn Rabin, who's going to tell us a little bit about what's coming up, what he's looking forward to the most, and also what you should be. That's why you should be attending the Insights Festival. Finn, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Kim. And hi, everyone. Delighted you could join us just for this kind of sneak peek session before we start. I guess the most important thing to stress is that both Kim and I are following in the loud shirt tradition, which we started up last year. So for those of you that might be joining us over the next few days, keep an eye out for the bright colors, which hopefully we'll have for everyone. We're just a couple of moments, I guess, away from starting. We kick off at 3 o'clock our time, which is in about 15 minutes or so. And today we start off with a kind of a really cool session on multiculturalism, on hyperconnection. We'll also be hearing, of course, from Kristen, our president, and from Charles Wilson, who headed up the advisory board. And he's going to give us a little sneak peek about what's on the program for the next 3 days or 2.5 days. So I'm not going to say a huge amount about the program content because he's the guy you need to listen to. But we have some fabulous keynotes. We've got a guy coming up today from the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists. I'm not going to say anything more, but that's really cool. It's an interview that I had with him just a couple of days back. That's well worth catching. We've got a great session on customer centricity and customer experience tomorrow. We have a world premiere from Kantar on new surveys a new survey called Insights 2030 that they've launched.
Very popular one, the previous edition, I seem to remember.
Yeah, well, if you remember, that was kind of all about putting customer centricity at the heart of the business and how that positively impacted on, people's turnovers and profit margins. So this is the next phase of that. So that's going to be really good. We've got a great session on Wednesday on research for good, not just research that's good and also research for good. So we're going to be talking about new guidelines and stuff that we've just issued, which I know you were very closely involved with, as well as stuff that we're doing for foundations and charities. So, I mean, it's a really packed agenda. We've got a session tomorrow night in Espanol. So for those of you, if you can habla, a few words in Spanish, then join the Latin American session tomorrow evening. Yeah, it's a packed agenda. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, and the Insights Festival show will be there to accompany you all the way through. So we will be telling you about the upcoming highlights so that you don't miss anything, as well as kind of debriefing kind of the sessions which we like the best and the things that really, tickled our minds and kept us kind of inspired. And I think that's really the Insights Festival is going to be all about, that being inspired and being challenged, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's a great theme, by the way. Amplify and accelerate. We're all, at that stage now. I'm not sure that's post-pandemic. I think it's just getting used to pandemic. But our business has got to grow, and we've got to try and see how we move it on to the next level. And you'll hear those themes coming through, I think, fairly regularly. And of course, if you've got ideas and thoughts, we'd love you to join us. We'd love you to comment. We'd love to have your, thoughts and opinions on any of the social media channels. Send us a photograph of your loud shirt if you're wearing one, right, and watching the sessions.
Hey.
So do make sure that you get into the spirit of it. We'll really love to have you along with us.
Indeed. And so as you see, we're broadcasting this Insights Festival show across all the social media platforms. The intention is for us to do that throughout the festival. So indeed, Finn's giving you a little challenge, loud shirt. So make sure to provide your loud shirt in response to this particular video, but also on the next upcoming ones. And we'll be sure to share some of that. But I think it's going to be a really great show. And I guess all that we have to say now is just to, sit down, enjoy the ride.
Absolutely. And register if you haven't, because even if you can't make it, as Kim said earlier, if you can't make it live, if you register, it means that you will be able to access all of the content after the fact. So make sure you register and see you shortly for the opening, I hope.
Perfect. Let's have a wonderful opening. Enjoy and see you soon.
Thanks, Kim.